BMRforum.com and BMRodds.com. What is going on, boys? What is going on? We are back with episode number 53 of The Lobby. First and foremost, to my right-hand side, the man that needs to do something with his hair. Did you just roll out of bed there, Sam?
Yeah.
No, what do you mean? I've already been out. I delivered 2 cars this morning. This is a little spike. Little spike, letting the grays come in nice and gray.
It looks like a bedhead to me. Moving on, Mr. Donnie Rightside with the good head of hair.
Ready to rock and roll this afternoon with the fellas once again. Also, keep in mind, it's a leap year. So tomorrow, as we expect, hey, we need to get outside of the month of March. You still have to wait one more day, but don't you worry, people. Monday is when conference tournament week starts to kick off in the lower level mid-majors, and we're all ready to put on our dancing shoes, boys. Let's go.
And last but certainly not least, Pipe. What's up, Piper?
What's going on, man? Looking forward to March Madness. Last year was really good for me. Did a hell of a lot of live betting last year, and it really worked out. I mean, you guys wouldn't believe it if I told you the streak that I had live betting last year, and I'm 37 live bets.
Ooh.
Wow. And how'd you end up doing on them?
Sorry?
How'd you end up doing on them?
Say that again?
How did you
37 straight.
Oh, 37
yeah,
straight.
Before I lost the bet.
I thought you said you made 37.
I got the receipts, guys. No bullshit. I do a lot of volume. I'm sure you guys realize that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes, for sure. Well, great job there, Pipe. 37 straight. Very, very.
I'll never break that. My highest before that was 24 live about 2 years ago.
Wow.
People can't even get 5 in a row here, Pipe, and try to win contests.
It's hard, man. I mean, yesterday on the Streak of Fortune, I was going to go with Atlanta Hawks, and I went with Kansas. They were leading there, but then they got beat up.
Yep. Speaking of 5 in a row and speaking of Streak of Fortune, guys, make sure you jump on over to X on Monday, starting a new week for Streak of Fortune. Make sure you get involved. 5 wins in a row, 5 picks in a row, get you a cool $500. So make sure you're following us on X, on Twitter at BMR Reviews. But Sammy, we'll jump it off with you. NBA, what do you got on the hardwood?
Yeah, the trend lately in the NBA has been unders. I think Pipe loves it because he loves the unders. And I think it went 10-0 on Sunday. So I'm going to follow the trend. And I took the 2 highest totals on the board, and I went with the unders. So you got New Orleans and Indiana under 237.5, and Dallas and Toronto under 240.
All right, Sammy, good luck with those. Donnie, what do you got in the NBA for us?
NBA action, just one game for me tonight. Paul George going to sit this one out. The Battle of Los Angeles, the Lakers and the Clippers. Current line here, the Lakers getting the 3.5 points. I'll take the Lakers tonight, getting the 3.5 points here. LeBron James should be in the starting lineup as well as Anthony Davis. I think they'll be able to knock off LA because, quite frankly, it is a Clippers home game. But is it really at this point? Probably more Lakers in the stands here. I think the Lakers can sneak this one out with the absence of Paul George in the lineup there for the Clips. I'll go Lakers tonight, boys, in the NBA.
All right, Donnie, good luck with that. Piper, you got anything in the NBA for us this evening?
Not today. I mean, I'm focused on college. You know, that's crazy, Sammy, because I've kind of done so well in college that I've shied away even looking at the NBA because, I mean, it's kind of crazy, you know, the way they're playing now. Like, it could be over, it could be under any given day. I mean, on any game, really. But in the NBA, I just feel more, you know, I've been more focused on college.
Exactly.
But
well, since you started talking about college, let's jump into it, Piper. What do you got in college basketball tonight?
I got another 10-pack. I think last week I went 5-5. Cleveland State vs Green Bay. I think that's going to be a defensive game. That's under 135.5. I also, in the Colgate game vs Holy Cross, I feel Holy Cross is getting too many points. Last night it was 13. Some books are down to 11. I grabbed it at 11.5. I hesitated last night. And then I like that under. I feel that's going to be a defensive game under 140. Then we go down to the Lafayette Navy game. I feel Navy's priced right. I could have gotten a better number, but I got there late. I got -3. And I also like that under 130.5. Then we go down to Bucknell vs Loyola, Maryland. I like that under 132.5. We drop down to the UCF Oklahoma State game, I feel Oklahoma -2. Some books are at 2.5. I think they cover that easily. And I also feel that's going to be a defensive game, of course, right? Under 137.5. Then we go down to South Carolina, BS Texas A&M. I really, really like this under. Some books are at 133.5. It was 135 last night. I grabbed it at 134. There's still some 134s available. I feel that's going to be my strongest play today. And then my last one's going to be Virginia with Boston College. I mean, 127 right now. Some books got 126.5. I got 127. I love that under. Those last two especially.
All righty, Piper. Well, good luck with all of those. Hopefully you go 10-0 on that 10-pack. Sammy, tennis. What do you got for us on the court, rather?
Yeah, tennis, you got 5 tournaments spread all across. I went 2-0 in Dubai this morning, and then I got 7 picks spread across the other 3 tournaments. You got men's in Acapulco, and then you got women's in Austin and in San Diego. So nice West Coast action. So nice to be on Eastern time zone and be able to watch some of these matches. So every night after work and everything. But tennis thread, we got 178, 145, basically right at plus 15 units. So treading right along, doing real well.
There you go.
Awesome job. Glad to hear it. And good luck with those tennis picks, Sammy. A quick shout out from Genie to both Pipe, Sammy, and Donnie. She wants to thank you all for supporting this podcast each and every week and supporting the forum with each and every one of your efforts. So thank you guys from Genie.
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank you, Genie.
Speaking of efforts on the forum, guys, Sammy, Donnie, hope to see you guys in our 11th upcoming poker tournament this coming week, guys, on Saturday. You only have a few more chances to cash in for your Tournament of Champions ticket. Sammy, I've yet to see you in the poker events. What's been going on there?
I do stuff on Saturday nights, I'm social sometimes,
Carry the phone, Sammy. Come on.
I'm actually going to a home game on Saturday. I'm going to a buddy's house. It's just a cash game, bringing, a couple $100. Get some
there you go.
Have some bowls, have some blunts, and have a night of it.
Deal from the bottom of the deck, baby. Come on.
Yeah. Make sure it's good.
Sounds like a good time for sure, Sammy. But guys, let's focus on a big topic right now out of the college basketball world, and that is court storming. I don't believe anything is really going to happen here unless, the NCAA puts their foot down on this. But how do you stop it? Do you stop it? Donnie, let's go to you. We'll start off with you on this. What's your opinion on the court storming? And should it be stopped? And if so, how would you stop it?
Look, I like the pageantry of college sports. I really do. It's what separates the professional game. But more like we're seeing now, the players are starting to get paid now. And also we're in that digital age where, some ornery kids are running onto the court 18 to 22 years old. I don't know if you stop it here, but let's be honest with ourselves. There's a really good reason why the professional sports leagues do not allow this, because liability starts to creep in. Back in the day, if you were a Yankees fan watching Reggie Jackson crush a home run, I've seen multiple videos in playoff games where the Yankee fans are out meeting Reggie Jackson at second base. Do you remember the most famous home run maybe hit of all time with Hank Aaron? They were hanging on his neck between shortstop and third base here. You can't have this stuff happen, because what could have happened in that Duke game. Let's just say, and again, we're talking about kids running onto the court, and you're beating your rival. You're going to say some choice words. So how about a Filipowski gets run over, gets up, he's 7 foot. He starts throwing haymakers at students. Then his team sees what's going on. They run in and start throwing more haymakers at students, and you have an absolute melee on the court here. You can't have it happen. I love when they storm the court. I love when they storm the field in football and big upsets. It's part of college, but at this point right now, you're waiting for something really bad to happen. We like that it happens here. It's fun to watch, but we're just waiting on a big melee that eventually will happen, and that's going to cause lawsuits, injuries, and damages. They have to put an end to this in college sports. It's just the way we live today, guys.
Unfortunately so. So, Donnie, a follow-up on that. How do you stop it?
It's really simple. I mean, we've seen, like, there's 4K cameras in every arena. You want to stop this? Hey, kids, you want to run the court? Go ahead and do it. We got all your pictures here. We'll find what grade you're in, what level. We will absolutely kick you out of school, expel you, $10,000 fine, and a year in jail for terroristic threats like they try to do when you run on the field just to have fun just yourself at sporting events. It's very simple. If they want to do away with it, you take one kid that gets expelled from school, that's going to be enough for everybody to wake up like, you know what? Instead of running down here, let's run outside, drink some beers, and have some fun at the frat house. We don't need to be on the court at this point here.
Exactly. Pipe, what's your take on this?
I really think it's going to be hard to stop. But like Donnie said, I think they got to put something in place because, you could get players hurt. You could get coaches hurt. I mean, you see it in the pros.
Get hurt. It's just.
But, this is what makes college different from the pros. It's more excitement. At least to me. I mean, you don't see all the celebrations that you do when a college team beats a rival, or, you don't see that really in the NBA. You don't see people storm the court often in the NBA because of whatever reasons they have. I mean, I think, honestly, I don't think they could stop it. I mean.
All right, Pipe. And last but certainly not least, Sienna, Sammy. Sammy, I knew you grew up in the band, going to these games and so forth. What's your take on this court storming?
Yeah, so I have participated in a court storming. I touched Jay Billis's shoulder when Sienna won the MAC, and I went down to Florida when they went down to the NCAA tournament. It was awesome. Now, here's your major difference. In football, they run to the middle of the field, which is 50 yards plus the sideline, plus the fans jumping over or going down the stairs down to the field. That's 20, 30 seconds until really there's a huge crowd in the middle of the field. Players have enough time to maybe leave and go down the tunnel. Also, what do college coaches have? They have state troopers protecting them and walking them into the middle of the field and then walking them through the students on the way out. So college does much better job at least protecting the coaches and protecting the players in comparison to basketball, where these fans are right on the court. 1 second, they're on the court. And also the security guards are just security guards. They're just paid workers, just there making a living. They're not police officers, bodyguards for the coaches or for the players. And the way to really resolve this is kind of easy. The fans all game are standing on their feet, jumping up and down, high-fiving each other. Wait 15 seconds, celebrate in your seat like you've been doing all game, 15 seconds, let the coach players out, boom, do your thing. It's really an easy way to resolve this. The fans are already in their feet. They're already celebrating with their fans, with their friends all day. Give them that 15 seconds, boom, onto the field. But that's really the difference. In basketball, they're right there. In football, it takes 20, 30 seconds to get there anyway. You know what I mean?
That definitely makes sense, Sammy. Thank you for the insight on that. And guys, if you are not following us on X at Bookmaker at BMR Reviews, make sure you go on there. Thank you, Sam. Make sure you go on there every Friday, guys, for our new Follower Friday giveaway. About 1:30, there will be a post. You're going to like it. You're going to retweet it. You're going to make a comment, and you'll be entered in to win $50 in cold hard cash, thanks to Bookmakers Review and our new Follower Friday giveaway. But, guys, we are on to perhaps my favorite part of the show. We are going to be starting a new little series here. We have a bunch of questions lined up from a bunch of posters on the forum. I'm going to be rattling through these. We're going to do our best at answering them. And guys, if you have any other follow-up questions to these or any other questions for myself, Sammy, Donnie, please feel free and ask away, and we will do our best to answer them. These few questions are coming from BMR Genie. Donnie, let's go to you because you look pretty athletic. What sports, if any, did you play growing up?
I played every sport growing up, like right through high school, baseball, basketball, and football, and also later in my high school career playing golf as well. Also played college football for 4 years as well as a wide receiver. Graduated in 1999, so it's been quite some time since I've ran some routes here. But I was one of those kids that was out sun up to sundown. We would play any sport that was active. We loved to play street hockey. I mean, every single sport, you name it, we were into, which includes, organized activities once we got to high school and college as well.
All right, awesome, awesome. And I'll go to myself on the question. I did not play any sports growing up. Not very athletic, if I'm being completely honest. So never got in to play in the sports.
It's your two
Pipe,
left feet, though, right? Is that the problem, right?
that's probably part of it. Piper, any sports growing
We
up?
used to play football, at the schoolyards, when we were probably fifth grade, sixth grade, that time. It was a good time. I mean, back in the 80s. Let's try it.
Sammy,
70s.
Sammy, same question to you, buddy.
Yeah, I played soccer in high school, basketball, baseball. I stopped playing basketball my freshman year because I weighed 95 pounds, and that's when I moved to wrestling. And then wrestled for 4 years in high school, set the high school team record my senior year for most wins. And then I played soccer. I'm 33 now. I played soccer probably until I was like 25, 26, indoor soccer. And then the team kind of, started getting married, having kids, and then kind of hard to get together. But yeah. Haven't done anything in a while, but played soccer up until maybe about 6-7 years ago.
Wow. All right, Pipe, let's go to you for this one. Still from Genie. Pipe, what's your opinion on the Clippers rebranding, their new logo, their new uniforms?
I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't paid attention to the NBA. I haven't even seen the logo.
Okay.
I've been focusing.
Right.
Yeah, I've been focusing on college. It's been really good to me. And like I said,
Okay.
if Sammy don't talk about those unders, I wouldn't have known it. Sammy, I got to pay attention, man.
There you go.
My opinion with the whole rebranding, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I don't really see the point of doing the whole rebrand. I mean, that's just my opinion. Donnie, what do you think?
It makes sense for them. They're going into a beautiful new arena, $2 billion, called the Intuit Dome. So certainly top-level technology going in and a chance to separate themselves from the Lakers. When they play at Crypto.com Arena, it's the Lakers' home court. We know that. All the banners, all the championships. L.A. is a Lakers town. So now they move over to Inglewood, which used to be close to the old Forum with that beautiful new arena, just coming out with some new uniforms. And as what we'd like to know, boys, why do you rebrand most of the time? Yeah, it's fresh. It looks good. You're hoping to sell much, much more new merchandise now, which is what they're looking to cash in on doing. I don't mind it. I actually think the uniforms look pretty good. The actual logo itself, though, looks like a Royal Caribbean cruise ship as opposed to like an old majestic clipper. So that's the only thing that I think doesn't make too much sense with the rebrand, to be honest.
Yeah, I think somebody pointed it out in my thread on it.
Yeah.
Sammy, last but not least, your take on it.
Yeah, pretty much just agree with Donnie.
Okay. Pipe. So LeBron James, he's pushing for a new 3-year, 9-figure deal with the Lakers. It's worth more than his current contract. What's your take on it? You think he deserves
That's
it?
insane. I mean, he's what, 39 now?
Just about.
Well, I mean, you think he could go 3 years? I don't know. I mean, he's got his money. He's long time in the NBA. Hey, I mean, if he can get it, go for it.
Sammy, what do you think?
Yeah, really the only reason why he's doing this is because he wants to play with Bronny, and he realizes that Bronny isn't really ready for the NBA. So instead of the 1-year contract, he knows that he might need 3 more years. But in the end of the day, his production isn't dropping. He's got every record. He still has the winning mentality. He still is putting up the numbers. He's not dropping at all, and he's 40 years old. So why not? And again, ultimately, he wants to play with Bronny, and he might need a couple more years.
Of course. Donnie, what do you think?
Good point,
he'll get it too, because Lakers are built on superstars, and we do have some backdrop on this too with Kobe Bryant, who is over the hill on a bad Lakers team, and they continue to pay him like the top of the food chain. The Lakers need superstars to survive. LeBron is a superstar, and as Sammy points out, maybe he could get away with next year, but Bronny's scoring like 2 points a game in college this year. That ain't going to fly. He needs a few more years to get seasoned. So LeBron's like, you know what? I'll make a little bit more money in the meantime as we wait on him to get here. Give me that 3-year deal. And the Lakers, they'll give him the 3-year deal.
Yes, I'm sure they will. And these following questions come in from JD. First one to myself. When was the last time I placed a bet on sports? Did I win, and for how much? JD, I think I mentioned it on the podcast and on the forum. It's been quite a while right now since I'm living in Vegas. I'm focused on the Advantage casino scene, Advantage slot machines, video poker promotions, things like that. It's probably been about 3-4 months since I placed a bet, but thankfully the last one I did place, I did win, and it was for about $100 if I can remember correctly. Donnie, speaking of sports betting and income,
Yeah.
JD also wants to know from you, has there ever been a calendar year where your sports betting income was larger than any other source of income that you may
No,
have?
never. No, never. And
Okay.
also, I bet a lot too. Like I go back and look at my logs, no matter which book I look at. Like there's a lot
Right.
of bets, and I'll bet a couple $100 at least every single night, which sounds like a lot, but hey, you win some, you lose some, you win some, you lose some. It comes back to you. My largest wager, I would say, probably came last year. Was only a futures bet, which paid back 25-1. So there wasn't a lot of risk behind it. Look, I love sports betting, and I think I'm pretty good at it. But the one thing I don't want to do is wake up the next day going, oh my goodness, I lost too much money here. How can I scramble to get it back? But no,
Yep.
not even close to my daily income here, which is a good thing. I love sports gambling. I love to wager a lot, meaning volume wise, but my bets are anywhere between $25 to maybe $300 at that point, never sweating it there. So thank goodness that I'm not betting enough that would cover my yearly salary, because we all know where that event you will lead a couple times in your lifetime. That's doing a little BK action.
Exactly. Sammy, JD, last question from JD. Do you have an age you want to retire from selling cars and possibly go into handicapping sports full time?
Yeah, I mean that'd be the dream, right? Or to get a settlement or to win the lottery, so I can just do that. I'm 33 years old.
Pipe dream.
Yeah, right. I'm 33, so retirement's not even in the foreseeable future. The only thing that's in my future, and hopefully next 5 years, would just be moving up to management, which then basically doubles my income and then allows me to gamble more. So that would always be nice, right?
Pipe dream, Bobby. I'm living it.
Finance manager.
I'm living the pipe dream, buddy. I'm living the pipe dream. This is my only income. Some people don't believe it, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because at the bottom of the line is my bank account.
Exactly. Fuck them. If they don't believe you, they don't believe you. They don't pay your bills, Piper.
I fly under the radar, but anytime anybody wants receipts, I'll send them to you.
That's a big statement, Pipe. It says a lot about you. A lot of guys will not provide the receipts. They'll talk a big game, but when they push the shove, they're not going to provide them.
I don't like to put myself out there because I know what happens. I've seen friends of mine, guys that are sharp, and they put themselves out there, and then they get shown the door. It is what it is.
Yep.
And a couple follow-up questions here from Diggity Daggity Doo. Diggity Daggity Doo. He wants to know if we will ever do an episode shirtless. I'm down.
What is this?
I'm down. I don't know about anybody else.
I mean, if it helps you win that, sure.
I think that was in response to BMR, Ivy, and Genie. So I think he was just trying to match the energy and offer him Bobby. It was like an even trade. It was Bobby for Genie or Ivy.
I think he wanted me to do an episode shirtless. I think that was the point.
I mean, if you want to, yeah, I mean, you're the host, man. You gotta mix it up.
I mean, I'll take it off right now.
Highest ratings we've ever had. There we go.
Take it off right now, boys.
No, don't do that. 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 We don't want to see man boobs.
Sammy, this follow-up question is for both of us. I'll let you lead it. How were the categories chosen for the BMR Awards show?
Yeah, I think Bobby single-handedly chose the NHL capper. That was definitely all him on his decision. In reference to the other ones, I think we took a lot of them from JJ. We actually had a a thread going. JJ posted a lot of them and said, I don't want to be on video for this. I'll do the poster of the month, but you guys take control of the – so he gave us like 75 awards. We brought him down to whatever number we selected.
It was about 20,
and then we split them in half. Bobby fought me to the T for the NHL capper. So I just had to let him get it,
Sammy, these next few questions are going to be from you. KVB wants to know, have you ever been inside a Turkish prison?
No.
Do you get the reference there?
I don't.
Do you get the reference?
I don't.
Pike, do you get the reference?
No.
Have you ever seen the inside of a men's locker room? Not the Airplane, movie Airplane, guys.
No shot.
Look it up.
No
I'm gonna post a clip once this thread gets posted with the video. I'm gonna post a clip below it. Watch the clips. Funniest fucking movie. It's an old movie.
It is
but it is a funny movie. I'm gonna post some clips from it. You guys will laugh your ass off. Can't believe Donnie, I can't believe you of all people.
It's been a long time.
Like,
I don't think I've seen Airplane since the 80s, and it's not one of those movies that I'm always like running back to watch this time. So certainly it went over my head, but I do understand the movie. And yes, it's widely regarded back in the day as one of the funniest movies out there. So I will back you on that.
From Genie, this can go to all of you guys. Donnie, we'll start with you. Why are Russians good at tennis?
I mean, hey, look, maybe they're just built differently here at an early age where they say, you want to grow up and make some money here? Putin wants you to play tennis? Well, you're going to play tennis and play it damn well if you need to. Same thing with all those hockey stars over there. Why are they so good at hockey? Number one, it's cold. Number two, when the eyes of the nation are on you where you cannot disappoint, man, that's a different type of pressure over there.
Yes, it is. Sammy, to you, Russians
tennis.
I was
going to say they're good at like every sport because they don't, they don't have the freedoms that necessarily we have. And, so they again train them early. Then their goal is to get out.
That's very true. And Sammy, a couple rapid fire questions here from JJ. Have you ever thought about being a drug dealer?
No.
No. Okay. How many escorts have you been with in the last 10 years?
Wow.
I'd say probably 3 to 4.
Wow.
3 to 4. Right. Okay. Were they good looking?
Only in Vegas.
Sammy Pimpin.
Okay. This is a question that I'm actually interested in as well. Have you ever screwed a customer regarding a vehicle purchase?
No.
No? You never? No. Okay. All right. What is your current bankroll for gambling?
About 1,500.
1,500. And do you use protection?
Depends on the circumstance, but most likely yes.
Depends on the circumstances. All right. Well, thank you, JJ, and thank you, everyone, for those wonderful questions. If you guys have any more, please keep them coming in that poster Q&A thread, and we'll be happy to answer them. But as always, guys, we will see you on the forum. Have a great week, and good luck.
See you, boys.
Hey, talking about court storming, did you guys hear about the guy that streaked on the Super Bowl and they said he had a bet? I don't know how true that is. Did you guys? I think it's bullshit, but I just wanted to ask you guys about that. Did you hear about it?
That was a while ago.
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah, it's fake. All right. That's what I thought.
All righty, boys.